Loneliness is something we all felt, either in a group of people or when we are completely alone. When we're having fun, when we feel nothing, or most likely when we are utterly alone and sad. Doesn't matter when and in what circumstances, we all felt it. Doesn't mean there is something wrong with us if we feel it. And why do we feel it in a group of people? And how to stop feeling it when we're alone? First one is social isolation, which is physical isolation from others due to factors like living alone, working remotely, moving to university or other city or country, which is basically being geographically distant from friends and family, or being quarantined, like we all experienced 4 years ago. All of these factors can lead to feelings of loneliness. Second one is loss of a relationship. Losing close relationship due to factors like a breakup, divorce, the death of a loved one, or simply drifting apart from a friend can trigger feelings of loneliness. As we can see in this famous scene, Bella experiences loneliness due to break up with her loved one. And since he and his family moved out of town where she lives, she not only experiences loss of a friendship, but also lack of meaningful connections, which is feeling of disconnection from others when surrounded by people. Because in order to feel connected to people, we have to feel seen, heard, and valued. And in order to do that, we have to have deep and meaningful conversations with people. And she doesn't have that because she experiences mental health problems. Loneliness itself is not a mental health problem, but loneliness can lead to mental health problem. And loneliness can be a sign of mental health problem. You can have depression, and because of depression, you can feel lonely, or you can feel lonely right now, and that loneliness can become depression. And depression, as we all know it, is a mental health problem. Major life changes. Maybe you just moved to another city to pursue the career that you want, and now you're reading Jane Eyre in one of your classes, and you have no family around, or you just started a new job, or maybe you retired. And that can also disturb your social connections and lead to feeling loneliness. Sixth one is low self-esteem. Negative self-perception and feelings of inadequacy can hinder social interactions and lead to isolation and loneliness. 7. Unhealthy relationships. Being in toxic or abusive relationships can isolate individuals from healthy social connections and contribute to feelings of loneliness. 8. Technology and social media. While technology can make possible social connections, excessive use of social media or online interaction without meaningful face-to-face contact can lead to feeling of loneliness and isolation. It could also be trauma or past experience. Previous experiences of trauma or neglect can affect your ability to trust others or form a meaningful connection with other people, which leads to loneliness without any connection. And relationship without any connection leads to loneliness. And of course, the last reason is because of culture or social expectations, because we see nowadays on the internet that it's so good to be independent, and not saying anything against that, but we should not neglect the connection with other people, because it has been proven that people with more meaningful connections and conversation throughout the week have better mental health, better physical health even. I don't know how it's related, but they do. So let's just shove that society aside and stop allowing them to tell us that we should start running, that we should read a lot, that we should do a meditation 3 times a week. Let's do what feels right for us. You have to recognize that feeling lonely when you're alone and feeling lonely when you're with people, that is a true different things. Because in order to stop feeling lonely when you're alone, you have to start being comfortable with yourself. You should start enjoying your time alone. I don't know, it sounds easier than it actually is, but hear me out. You can start by changing perspective on things. For example, you can treat your time alone as an opportunity to get to know yourself, to grow, to reflect, to connect with yourself instead of viewing it as a dreadful part of your existence. Positivity is everything. Second one is self-compassion. To battle your feelings of loneliness, you have to learn how to be happy alone, and preferably without any distraction. Start journaling. And while you're thinking, oh, it's a total BS, I'll tell you a few benefits journaling provides. It helps you to clear your mind of anxiety and worries, helps you to be in the present moment, helps you to become aware of your feelings and emotions, helps you to be calmer throughout the day, helps you to recognize what you truly desire, and a lot of other important things I don't have time to mention. These previous steps were the ones you can take by yourself to stop feeling lonely while you're alone. But you can't cure loneliness all by yourself, so here come people advices. Try to reach out to old friends, but not toxic ones. And especially to those who have been present when you felt productive, happy, or at peace. They might help you to remember and reconnect with those aspects within yourself. Next step is take that old friend or your current friend on a walk and create that connection, because the reason we feel lonely, surrounded by people, is because we do not feel connected, as I said earlier in this video. Next step is create rituals and traditions with people you already have in your life that can help you get rid of loneliness. For example, you can see your friend every week and cook something while catching up, if it's something you both are into, or going on long walks once a week, or just coming over to each other once a week and sit and talk. You can do that with your significant other too, and you can also have a tradition to say what you love about your partner the most today when you're going to sleep. But you have to remember that in order to have great connection with others, you have to have great relationship with yourself. In order to connect with people, these things are important. But if you, for example, have an anxious attachment style, no amount of attention a person would give you would be enough for you. And if you have no friends, just talk to people. I know that I sound insane right now. I know that you're looking at me and like, what are you talking about? It's the hardest thing ever. But there was an experience where there was a group of people who talked to people on the train, and a group of people who didn't talk to people on the train. And the second group who talked to people on the train, everyone responded to what they said, because we usually give what we get. For example, if I say hi to you, you say hi back. If I compliment something about you, you compliment something about me. And that is when positivity kicks in. We were talking about positivity at the start. If you can change this mindset and be more positive, you can start seeing good things in other people. And for example, you love the bag that the person has, or the makeup they did, or the book they're reading, or something about them, and you can just walk up to them. Or if you're in any public place, just come up to that person and compliment them and say what you want to say, and just start a little conversation. That could be a start of small conversation, or a long conversation, or even friendship. And not only you will help yourself with loneliness, not only will you benefit from that talk with that person, and you will feel more connected because there's a human being you can talk to, but also you will help that person out, because most of us, 60% of people feel loneliness time to time. 34% of Americans feel loneliness constantly. Or maybe I messed up and you have to understand that coping with loneliness is making a deliberate choice to connect, even when all you want to do is avoid. You can also get a pet, which gives you something to consider other than yourself and offers you companionship. And dogs, for example, can get you out of your apartment and above the whole world, because man, they do like to walk. Before you get a pet though, consider what is needed to take care of them. This includes food, bedding, veterinary visits, and time and effort. If getting a pet is not possible, consider volunteering at your local animal shelter. You can also think about joining the club. It can be, reading club. It could be going to church because it's a community and you find people there. You can sign up for runs, anything you're interested in. You can start volunteering in community. You can, volunteer, give away your books that you don't need anymore. If you're not collecting them, give away your clothes that you're not using, and there is community. And that is all I have for you today.
Hope you enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making these little clips. I don't know if I enjoyed actually making video because I haven't really made it yet. And subscribe for more videos and tell me what kind of videos do you like more. These ones or like the ones that I do on my channel that I'm just basically sitting in front of a camera and talking. Which one do you like the best? I like these ones. These are fun to make. These are fulfill my creativity. So, bye!
Also enjoy a video of me embarrassing myself. Oh, I meant dancing. And check out my other videos and also subscribe, like, and if you know someone who will benefit from this kind of video, who feels lonely right now, send this video to them. Have an amazing day. Love you!